So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the 4th house in the sign of Virgo for Gemini Ascendant people. As in, what happens when Mars is in the 4th house in Virgo while it rules the 6th house with the sign of Scorpio and the 11th house with the sign of Aries. And if you do not know, if you have this particular placement, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy. So, 4th house. So, 4th house is the house of mother, home, land, real estate, comforts, vehicles. Okay. And Mars is now the 6th and 11th lord. So for Gemini Ascendant, it becomes a Trik lord. Trik meaning that what you think might be good for you may actually end up causing issues. Or it can literally take a person away from the source of their existence to source that is known as entanglement of Maya. That's what Trik house really is. It tricks you into believing that this is it and nothing else will exist outside of it. So first thing we see with this particular Mars is that one definitely deals with conflicts with the mother. And those conflicts usually occur especially due to the individual either spending too much time on something or too little time on something. Whether it could be studying, whether it could be sports, whether it could be food. And especially this particular individual has too many thoughts. It's like the thoughts are like raging. And especially these thoughts are actually very practical, career-related thoughts. Why? Because Mars gets its directional strength where? In the 10th house. Where does Mars loses its directional strength? In the 4th house. So now here, look at this pendulum. On one side, Mars is without its direction. But Mars is looking at the house that has the direction. So what's going to happen here? Especially because Mars is a malefic. One completely ignores the responsibilities of the home, family, and only sees that one light of the 10th house, which is the direction, which is his directional strength of the career. Even Mars, we know, will aspect the 11th house and the 7th house. But in this particular case, and it's not even for especially a Gemini ascendant, it could be any ascendant Mars in the 4th house. The person, when it realizes this is my direction, this is where I find my strength, right? My urja, my oja. Even though oja is Venus, but Mars represents the strength. How am I going to find the strength? I'm without strength. But luckily, because Mars is looking at his directional strength, it's a career-oriented individual that will ignore their marriage, ignore the home responsibilities because they're become workaholic. Okay. Also, it shows me, even though if they have an elder sibling can attain the property of, the parental property, but this person is able to fulfill their desire of attaining the property because of their career. So in a way, it becomes important and strong for Mars to be in the 4th house in this particular case, or any case for that exam of in that situation. And I don't know why Joey is here again. I'm not talking about Ketu. I'm talking about Mars, man. I'm talking about Mars. The other thing you will see, mother will always deal with digestive issues. Why? Because the Pitta, Mars is Pitta, right? Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Mars being the sixth lord of the digestion, sitting in the fourth house in Virgo, which is the original sign of digestion. Either mother deals with what do you call those, heartburns? Heartburns, but it's really, it shows that especially when they eat anything fiery type food, which is mainly like spicy foods, non-veg foods, which are fiery in nature, those do not sit well. And of course, with this particular Mars, it shows either a person may fall in love with somebody from their workspace, may marry somebody from their workspace, or could even date or have an affair with somebody from workspace. An affair, I don't mean like affair and cheating, meaning just like a romantic affair takes place. For the actual affair, we of course have to see the position of Venus and the eighth lord. So it's not just one combination. The other thing we also see with Mars and Virgo in the fourth house, as a child, if you had a bike, the bike could have been stolen. Somebody could have taken that bike. And especially this particular Mars will also make a person very authoritative. They cannot take orders from other people. They're not the type of person who can be a diligent worker, because they're always eyeing status. They're always eyeing the position of the king. Why? Because again, the Mars is directionless in the fourth house. But it's finding its direction because it's directly opposite to it. And this is with any planet. When a planet is without direction, in any house, they will always aspect the opposite house, the seventh aspect. And this is where you will see the polar effect come into play. And this is where people are like, well, this planet is directionless, but yet this person is finding success. Yes, they're finding success because that particular house that has the direction, they go towards that only. But where it sits, that's the part that gets ignored with this Mars. But also shows mother is a professional individual, especially nowadays. From the last 20 years, 25 years, we can even see that a person who has this Mars, let's say if somebody's 20 years old, mother could be an engineer. Mother could be in technical field, technology field, which would not be the case if, let's say, I was giving this reading in the 90s, or if I was making these videos in the 90s, I would have a different perspective of what the Mars will be doing. But now, because of everybody being in the workforce, everybody's pretty much doing very similar work, especially when it comes to technology, you will see mother is going to be technically gifted. And even before, in the 90s or 80s, instead of using the word technology, we'll be like, mother is very technical in nature. You get a VCR, which probably most of you don't even know what that is, which means I'm old. But mother would know how to work a VCR. If you got a VCR, you got a tape recorder, they'll know exactly how to fix. If something went wrong, you'll go to your mother. Hey, I can't figure this out. Why is this cassette is not going inside the VCR? She'll look at it. She'll figure out, okay, this is what's happening. Let's open this up. Put that loop back in. Okay, there. Fixed it. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the fourth house for Gemini Ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your Mars is placed, all your astrological details, check out the links here. Not on Joey's head, but the link here, astrologycares.com. Say bye, Joey. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.